After Sun Face Balm Rescue. That's quite a mouthful. And it came with a spring box, obviously, or I wouldn't be reviewing it. Hi, oh, this is Meowie. Hi, Meowie. Did you wake up and be hungry? Come here, baby. She's a very, very shy, nervous cat. There she goes. Oh, you didn't come to dinner when I told you it was being served. So she'll have to wait because my husband's teaching tonight. All right, so anyway, After Sun spring box, and it comes in a full size, and I did the math. It really would pay you to get the full size, and right now the sample is, I think, on pre-order anyway. But I did the math, and when you do the math, the sample is $18 and it's 5 milliliters, and the full size is 2 ounces, and that equals 60 milliliters. So the full size is $65. So I'm a thrifty person. I'm going to get a full size next time I order, hopefully, as long as my husband gets over the shock of paying the credit card bill for the last month. So he'll get over it. Anyway, it's a real bargain in the full size. Now, I want to talk just a little bit about it. I'm not going to do a chemical analysis today. I'm not in the mood for that. But the ingredients, the very first ingredient is aloe vera. And I think we all have these ideas about aloe vera and how wonderful it is. It's plant-based. And what I'm going to do is just tell you all the things that the ingredients have, the words that have to do with the ingredients, and I'm going to tell you how many times those words come up in each ingredient when you research it. Yeah, poor Simon. I know. Simon, he's 18, like Teddy was, and he has inflammatory bowel disease, the vet thinks, but I'm not going to pay to do a big biopsy or anything. I think that's mean. Anyway, he's still alive, so it must be that, not cancer, which is what Teddy had. So, anyway, poor kitties, I wish we could fix them better. So, back to After Sun, or After Outdoors, or After Rash, After Wind, After Insect Bites, and After Sunburn, okay? Those are all the things it helps with. So, it has aloe vera, first ingredient. Second ingredient is this Nereocystis luteiniana sea kelp ferment filtrate. So it's sea kelp, and I think it's one particular kind of sea kelp that's been fermented to break down the cell walls so you get all the good things out of it, because it has really thick cell walls. Okay, so that's enough chemistry on that, or biology. The third ingredient is, there's Dawn Cat. All right, it's still just the four of us, but we can do this, all right? If anybody's lurking out there, just sign yourself in here. The third ingredient is Calendula officinalis flower extract. And I think when I was looking that one up, it's, I believe, now I'm going to get it mixed up with the other one. Never mind. Calendula is a flower. Okay, let's leave it at that today. It's a good flower. And now everything's itching. So, fourth ingredient is cucumber fruit extract. I love these names. Cucumis sativus. Okay, that's the fourth. Fifth ingredient is Centella asiatica extract. I know you've heard others of us talk about that. In other reviews of another product that has that in it also. I don't remember which one right now. But I found out Centella is just like marigold. It's certain kinds maybe, but marigold. Now the fifth, wait, did I? 1, 2. I did sea kelp, I did calendula. This is little print. Cucumber, Centella. Sixth ingredient is coconut fruit extract. And I love that because I just got coconut oil in a previous order, and I'm thinking after what I learned about that might be really good for my ridiculous rashes that I have. Now, all the other ingredients I think have to do with moisture and preservation. But, and there is a little tiny fresh fragrance to it. Nothing strong or obnoxious. Okay, Gretchen, there you are. Get Detox. Oh my gosh, another one. I haven't even tried all of mine yet, but I'm okay. Centella is great for wound healing. Yes, go to Cola. That's right, Adeline. So Gretchen, oh my gosh, the best mass experience. Okay, and you hauled yourself out of the bathtub, Gretchen. I'm so happy. And I'm so happy you're not on camera. No offense. I can be on camera. I'm ready for it. All right, so those are all the ingredients that are in this wonderful balm. And the very word balm tells you something too. It's going to be awesome for you. So the words, when I was doing the research on all of these ingredients, okay, moisturization without oil, good for all skin types. That was mentioned in 3 of the ingredients. It's hydrating, okay. Gretchen says she hauled herself out of the bath. She wants me to get a detox mask. I'm not on the fence so much as I have to spell it out a little bit. So, I mean, even it out when I purchase things so my husband doesn't have a cow. Now, so moisture without oil. So that's good for people with oily skin. That's good news for them. But it also works for dry and normal skin. Okay? It's just that it's not oil-based, as far as I can tell. Then the next word that was mentioned was, or a word I picked up on, was anti-inflammatory. So inflammation is something your body does in response to an injury. And if it's on your skin, you're going to see probably red, maybe have more warmth. It's going to maybe sting or burn or hurt. But it's your body's calling all the resources to that area to fix it. Hey, we got a problem here. Come on, troops, get in there. So that was mentioned at least once. Your husband has a cow regularly, Adeline? Well, you know, they just have to get over it. And I think they do eat beef. And mine loves beef. If I didn't fix chicken ever, he would probably never eat it unless it was chicken that was stuffed with cheese and ham and junk like that and breaded. And, anyway, I don't need any of that stuff anymore. So 3rd words were antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral. 3 times. That's mentioned in 3 of the ingredients, just in my research. That doesn't mean that I got it right for everything Adeline knows about them. Hi, Carol. You're having class. You watch that replay. I watch all yours, too. Every once in a blue moon, I catch a live. Not very often, because of times and all that. Thanks, Carol. I'm happy to see you. Okay, so that's the 3rd thing. Antibacterial, fungal, and viral. So if you've got a problem with your skin, it's good to have something that's like that, just in case if there's a excuse me, a break in the skin. Excuse me. Grapefruit and lemon and water and cayenne pepper. Lovely. Okay, so back to the words, the ingredient words. Sorry, nose itch. Excuse me. So the 4th thing that was mentioned, this was mentioned 3 times, just like the antibacterial and the moisturizing without oil, speed healing of burns. And the FDA actually approved aloe vera for burn healing, burn application in 1959. So they've known about that for a while. And that's just strictly aloe vera, but the other 2 mentions were in other ingredients. Okay. And then next we have an astringent action, and I believe that was mentioned twice. And what that means is it's just going to decrease puffiness or swelling in your skin, like when you have a sunburn or irritation, insect bite. Here we go on the food again. His Adeline's into breaded chicken stuff with cheese in it. Yep. I can't remember what that's called. Chicken cordon bleu or something like that. I don't make it anymore. Okay. I'll stick with my veggie burgers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's five wonderful ingredients. or mentions. Yeah, chicken parmesan. I fixed that for my hubby. Okay, so the next thing, this is kind of unusual. You wouldn't think about this, but it's improved circulation. And that's the go-to cola herb. It has another name. I don't even think I want to go there right now. I think it's the, maybe the Centel. No, it's not that. Anyway, I lost track of that in my notes. Too bad. So, improve circulation. So if you're having an infection or skin issue, wouldn't it be nice to have better circulation to help get the toxins away faster and get healing cells there faster? Yay! Okay, that was mentioned once. Then we go down to another one, decrease scarring. So, I see more little things going up. Thank you. Emojis. Decreasing scarring was mentioned for 2 of the ingredients. And then, and this is just what I could find online. Now, I'm not going to the scientific things. Ugh, they're mind-numbing. I could read them, but it would take me all day. So we love that. And then also another one that's, I wish, I may start putting this on everything red. Decreased redness. So that was mentioned in for 2 of the ingredients. Sorry, it's not a blocked call. Another one I'm going to block, no problem. So, decrease redness, that's awesome. And then, sorry, I get distracted by things like that. Okay, next we have repairing. So, one of the ingredients did say repairing when I looked online. Very last thing that was mentioned was soothing, which if you're burnt or bitten or have a rash, you sure want to have soothing ingredients. And that was listed for 2 of them. So that's a pretty darn big list of good effects from After Sun. So now I've got some remarks on the bottom of that page, but first I want to tell you some things about being outdoors. So the reason you need to buy After Sun is because you really will be convinced after you hear all the benefits of being outdoors that I could find in the research. So we spend 93% of our time in this country, on average, 93% of our time inside or in a car. So that means only 7% of the time are we outside, and I bet you for a lot of people that's going from your car to the store to into the work, from the parking lot and back out again and all that. So that's kind of interesting. And the researchers and doctors and other people I was looking at say that, of course, this is not great for us. And there's even I'm not going to be able to remember the name of it now, but it's, nature deficit disorder. They honestly are saying that. Hi, Hayne. Well, if you need that nap, that's really important. There's Anne. Okay. I will look at the comments some more, I promise. I see a question or 2 there. So, benefits of being outdoors. We know there's things that aren't benefits, like insect bites, heat rash, sunburn, windburn was another thing I thought of, because somebody in the Facebook group was saying they got chapped. I think it was Gretchen. And then my daughter said how badly her cheeks were chapped. She's in Washington, D.C. So I might have to get her a jar. Anyway, so we're outdoors, stuff happens, but there's a lot of good things in the outdoors. They say just the color green is good to see, like in plants, trees, and things. And people that go outside and exercise actually want to go out more and do it, like just walking around or running, whatever, because when you see green, it makes the exercise feel easier. And some of these results or studies aren't huge studies, but they're very interesting, I think. Okay, so another interesting one was that if you go to the mountains, what a good reason to go to the mountains, that when you get to a higher altitude, it actually increases your metabolic rate and decreases hunger. So you could come back a little bit lighter feeling and healthier and happier, relaxed all the way around. Also, one of the facts was that if you spend 20 minutes outside, it has the equivalent wake-up effect of a cup of coffee. Yeah, ticks. Tick bites. A third, I was just reading another comment, but I promise I'll go through them. Third or fourth, I think we're on the fourth. This is kind of tough. It's the vitamin D intake, that our body makes vitamin D when we're exposed to sunlight, so we all know then you have to balance that with the risk of skin cancer and sunburn. And one source said all that you really need is about 10 minutes of exposure a day without sunscreen. And that's about the amount of time, unless you have really fair sensitive skin, that you can go without getting damage or sunburn. For most people, 10 to 15 minutes. And my husband harps at me about that because I sunscreen all the time, and he, says, you're not going to have enough vitamin D. But I bet I do. So that's, bone health and survival health, a lot of other areas it's used in your body. Okay, here's another one benefit of being outdoors. Less stress when you're with nature. And natural light has a healing potential. Sounds pretty good. I know that's true. Whenever I used to get upset, hormonal and kids and life, super upset, I'd go stomping outside and walk around the block, and when I came back, I was better. Okay, so another one, and this is really interesting, I think. The scents of flowers are proven to decrease stress, especially roses and a couple other flowers they've studied. So Madeline's got it going with roses, at least, and gardenias and things like that. Now, the very last thing I found was that being outdoors can improve your mood, increase your creativity, and on one small study they did with children with ADHD, it helped improve their concentration and focus. And it also can improve your self-esteem when you're outside. So we know now all those wonderful benefits. So I'm going to just say that if you ever leave your house, you need After Sun Balm, and I just dropped it on the floor. Okay, if you ever leave your house, you need this. Okay? And I'm getting a big jar. Let me move the light over a little bit here because this is harder to see. It's in red ink and I scribbled a bunch of stuff out. So, and I thought of another thing that it makes me want to get a sunburn. It's snowing. Yeah, Gretchen, I promise I'm going to go over these because they're pretty funny. All the comments. It makes me want to go get a little sunburn just to test it. I'm serious, but I don't really need to get a sunburn, I'm sure. It's a really versatile product. You can use it year-round because of windburn in the winter. And in Oklahoma, any given day, you can get windburn. It's often quite windy here, except when it really needs to be, like when it's super hot and there's no air moving. So it's going to be good for rashes, insect bites, burns, ticks are included. And also it's really good for a light moisturizer. I've been using it like that. It doesn't have oil, so where I've been getting a little more oily on the T-zone, right in through there, I've been using it at night under my donkey milk gel sleeping pack. And also a little bit in the daytime, if I feel shinier and oilier, I'll use that and put blush everywhere else. Okay, so I think this is a wonderful product. And I'm renaming it After Outdoors. Just for me. Now let's read the comments, because there's several of those, and I think I Haven't seen them all. Let's see. Wow, my contacts are screwed up, people. Sorry, I'm having an awful time. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to get with this. I'm glad you kicked in with some of the wonderful comments on the ingredients, Adeline. I just couldn't do that again tonight. I had to do something different. So we worked as a team. Husband having cows over our spending. Yeah, try to buy stuff and Gretchen buys stuff so that the box comes when your husband's at work. I love that. I used to work with a woman who would buy things and put them in the trunk of her car. Hi, Quinley. She'd put what she bought in the trunk of her car, and then she'd leave it there a while, and then eventually she'd pull it out, and he'd say something, is that new? And she'd go, oh, no, I've had this a while. So she wasn't really lying. It had been in the trunk for weeks. Oh, God, what we do, I'm telling you. It's crazy. It's just not worth the husband having the cow, the emotional cow, not the beef cow. And so Carol had to go to, she's in class. You guys love beef, chicken parmesan. You know, I haven't had dinner yet. It's not very nice. And now, Dawn, I wanted to get to this. You said you were wondering if you could use After Sun for eczema. I think that is a really good Adeline question, but it does have, after I read off all these ingredients, I would think you could cautiously try it, but I would sure spot test it first. But honestly, I've been having rashes on my eyelids for some bizarre reason I cannot figure out. And when I put it on, I've tried about 4 different things for these. It did sting just a little bit, but it is very soothing. And I think today that's all I used, because they were really going crazy this morning. I wake up with it usually. I put some here, and I get a red spot down here. And I guess a dermatologist could maybe figure it out, but I'd rather keep trying with Sabbatical Beauty for a while. Thank you, Gretchen. She said I was looking lovely tonight. Thank you, thank you. So that's what I would say, Dawn, but I wanted to see what Adeline has to say about that. Thank you, Natalie Wilson Bridges. I see you're here too. And I don't know why that is, Hayne, but thank you. She says I look especially lovely today. It's because I put makeup on the red spot. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I look good in gray. So you think it might help the eczema? Yeah, I think it's worth a shot, but you got to be careful with allergies. And Catherine, sorry, are you a physician or a nurse practitioner, Catherine? I don't know. You encourage them, yes, to go 20 minutes outside. Hard sell. That's the trouble. When people are depressed, they don't want to do anything. They actually can't. They don't want to and they can't. But they have to make themselves. I drag my husband around outside because he has a chronic issue. And he'll usually go with me more now than he used to. Yeah, ticks in Virginia. There are awful ticks here in Oklahoma too. And I can go in the backyard and get them because there's dogs all around our yard. We don't have a dog back there, but the other thing that's really bad, especially in Arkansas, when you're going out or in the wilds, are those darn, now I'm not going to be able to think what they're called. They're on the grass and they get under your skin. Chiggers. My husband had to go to the doctor with chiggers. So I wish we had had this when he got that. And Natalie says we probably get enough vitamin D from eating and drinking green leafy vegetables. Well, I do drink green leafy vegetables every day practically. I make smoothies if it's not too cold outside. Yeah, Gretchen, if it would stop snowing, you would go outside. It even says if it's like under 25 degrees, you got to be really cautious and do lots of layers, but to get outside anyway. I used to love to go out in the snow. If it would snow here nicely, I would go out in it and play. Oh, thanks, Madeline. I like my top too. I was getting a lot of sweaters that would go down past my butt this winter. Let's see. Well, thanks. Gray hair, gray top, silver, silver. Natalie, yes. Oh, the mountain trails. I got you. It's warm enough here now, but it's been raining for 3 days, and that's why I was kind of chuckling about the after sun. Waiting for that. Yep, teamwork. And SB folks have used to hide their SB behind the vegetables in the fridge. I haven't put it in the fridge yet, but I might have to. You're an MD, Catherine. Well, I'm glad that you tell them these things, but the hard sell I totally get, because as a nurse, you could talk yourself blue in the face and they'll do whatever they want. Oh, there's a tick that can give you a red meat allergy, Natalie? You're kidding. Did you just look that up? Gretchen, it might cost you to send that snow, but you could send it to me. Oh, gosh. Well, it's been a half hour of blabbering and information and everything. So I really appreciate everybody coming. And I'm going to say this now, even though I didn't click off. I'm going to put a little on my hand. If you're watching on YouTube, please like this video, and then you can subscribe to the Sabbatical Beauty Deal YouTube channel. So right here is what After Sun looks like. I got confused the other day, and I thought mine was almost gone, but I was thinking about the Donkey Milk Gel Sleeping Pack. But I have a lot of this, so I'm going to be ready for summer. So let me get a little dibby dab. It's a light
gel,
and I'll put it on my hand with the spots. Gretchen, those spots are for Gretchen. I think it's going to take a while to really see anything on the spots. So it has absorbed already. It's gone, and it's not sticky or anything. And I'm just going to use nothing but this on my rashes to see what happens for a while. I was trying Calm, I was trying Hydra, I was trying who knows what else. Or I may do coconut oil on one eyelid and After Sun on the other. I have to research it a little bit more. So let's see what y'all are saying. No, I have my own Sabbatical Beauty Snow, Gretchen. I don't need yours. So, that and, yeah, ticks and Lyme disease, yep, they are around here too. But I think wherever there's deer, you get ticks. I don't know if they're the ones that carry Lyme disease, but we have lots of deer in Oklahoma too. In fact, I'm in a suburb of Tulsa. Oh, just itchy today. Anyway, there's deer like half a block from my house. There'll be houses, and then there's a area that's unincorporated, and there'll be deer running through there in a little narrow section of trees and stuff. They're just down to not much room to be able to roam in. Quinn, you're just here for the food talk. Well, we've been talking ticks and insect bites and sunburn, and we did talk about chicken and beef, I must say. Now, whenever you go camping outdoors, obviously around here, you better have something for ticks on hand. One time my husband and I went on a hike in, darn, I'm having a horrible time remembering the name of that. It's a nature conservancy site with buffalo, bison, and tallgrass prairie is what it's called. Good night, Gretchen. Thank you for coming. We went on a hike, and it was probably in June. It was pretty warm. It's getting toasty around here by then. And I took a little tube of Vaseline, and we'd walk, and then we'd inspect each other, and then I'd smother the tick in Vaseline, because they were climbing up our legs as we walked, even though we had repellents on and everything. It was ridiculous. Okay, so I'm itching away and sniffing because it's allergy time coming up. All right, guys, I think I don't see any more questions. Sorry, we're not talking about food anymore, Quinley, except bison's very healthy. It's very low fat, very good for you. and my husband will eat that, but it's very expensive. So get a pet buffalo if you want to have that, is what I would say. Thanks, everyone. You can watch it on the replay, and remember YouTube. You're welcome, Madeline. You always say that, and I think I believe you. Good night, everybody. Stay healthy. Get outside a little bit. You're welcome. Oh, you all are very welcome. Adios. Take care.